I'm Robert Anderson and welcome to the Tourist Route.
Hong Kong, a city where the past and future come together in one of the most exciting densely packed places on earth. Hong Kong stands as Asia's premier business hub, consistently ranked among the world's top financial centres. Its strategic location makes it a vital gateway to the global economy, connecting businesses to a significant portion of the world's population. But it's not just about the business. With its world-class international airport, vibrant mix of cultures, and stunning cityscape, Hong Kong is also a top tourist destination, offering everything from iconic landmarks to incredible cuisine and unforgettable experiences. In this video, I'll take you to some of the city's must-see spots, like the Peak, a ride on the historic Star Ferry, and we'll take a gondola up Ngong Ping village, and much more. Plus, as usual, I'll share some top tips on getting around and things to watch out for. So let's get started. We're starting in the Central District, the official city centre. This is where the city's modern skyline began, with British street names like Queen's Road and Gloucester Road mixed with Chinese markets and yum chow restaurants. It's a place of contrasts, where colonial-era buildings rub shoulders with glass skyscrapers, and where historic sites like Tai Guan, once a police station, prison and courthouse, now house art galleries, hip bars and luxury boutiques. Above the buzz, a maze of elevated walkways connects the district's towering offices, luxury malls and five-star hotels. They can be a welcome escape during the summer heat. At street level, the city pulses with life. Buses, taxis and trams battle for space, couriers dart through the traffic, and neon billboards flicker overhead. It's organised chaos, a place where the old and new collide every second, and where tradition never really stands still. For any Hong Kong stay, Central, with its transport links, shops and restaurants, will more than likely be your starting point. So today I'm going up the Peak, which is probably the most popular tourist attraction in the whole of Hong Kong. The trams have just been redone, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. The day is not exactly very clear, but hopefully we'll see some sort of view. So let's go check it out. As the man says, this is Hong Kong's busiest tourist attraction, and once you experience it, you'll understand why. The Peak Tram is more than just a way to get to the top. It's a piece of living history, now upgraded with a cool-looking air-conditioned design, but still carrying that nostalgic charm as it creaks its way up the steep slopes of Victoria Peak. In just under 10 minutes, you'll climb from the busy streets of Central to the breezy heights of Hong Kong Island's summit. The journey itself is a thrill, with the tram tilting at crazy angles, revealing stunning views of the city below. At the top, you'll step into the Peak Tower, a vibrant complex of shops, cafes and market stalls, before heading up a series of escalators to the iconic Sky Terrace 428, where you'll be treated to Hong Kong's most jaw-dropping view. From here, the city stretches out before you, a dense forest of skyscrapers framing Victoria Harbour. I'm really not sure about the music. I'm not sure if it really adds anything to my experience. Look the other way and you'll catch a glimpse of the lush, less developed southern side and views of nearby islands scattered across the South China Sea on a clear day. There is more at the top, such as Madame Tussauds, cafes and restaurants, and if you're feeling very fit, you can hike Lugar Road's Lookout and Lions Point View Pavilion for great views and another way down the mountain. I opted for the tram. If you do decide to walk down from the Peak back to Central, you'll likely pass the Hong Kong Zoological and Botanical Gardens, a hidden gem that's completely free to explore. As you wander along its winding paths, you'll be surrounded by vibrant greenery and exotic plants, but the real surprise comes when you stumble upon the animal enclosures. To my genuine amazement, this peaceful little park is home to a collection of primates, including monkeys, lemurs, orangutans and more. The enclosures are solidly built and the animals seem well cared for, offering a rare, up-close glimpse into the natural world right in the heart of the city. It's a perfect budget-friendly way to spend a few hours, a great Sunday outing for families, animal lovers, or anyone looking to escape the city buzz for a while. Manmo Temple is situated in the Shangwan district and is one of Hong Kong's oldest temples. Built in 1847 during the Qing dynasty, it is dedicated to the gods of literature, man, and war, Mo. The temple was a place where students and scholars would come to seek blessings for success in their civil exams, a critical path to the government positions in imperial China. Today the temple remains an active place of worship, embodying one of the earliest examples of traditional Chinese architecture in the city, and preserving the spiritual heritage of its early settlers. Though it doesn't take long to explore, it's genuinely fascinating glimpse into Hong Kong's past, and free to enter.
So I'm about to have a Hong Kong institution, the egg tart. And I'm at the most famous bakery in Hong Kong to buy one.
Tai Chong is located on Lyndhurst Terrace in Central and has been making egg tarts since 1954.
Cheers. So buttery. Oh wow. Very hot though, as I burn my finger. Was definitely worth the wait.
Promoting an escalator is a first for me, but the Mid-Levels Escalator is one of Hong Kong's most distinctive and iconic transportation systems. Opened in 1993, it was built to ease the steep, often challenging commute between the central business district and the residential mid-levels. Stretching over 800 metres and rising 135 metres, it consists of 12 escalators and 3 moving walkways, making it the longest outdoor covered escalator system in the world. It takes about 20 minutes to travel its full length, though most commuters hop on and hop off at various points along the way, using it as a convenient shortcut to the various shops, bars and restaurants. To match the city's daily rhythms, the system runs downhill during the early morning rush, then switches direction to uphill after 10 AM, serving the 85,000 people who use it every day. If there's one thing you must do in Hong Kong, it's ride the Star Ferry from Central to Tsim Sha Tsui, a journey that's as much about the experience as the destination. The Star Ferry has been a symbol of Hong Kong's maritime heritage since 1880. For decades, it was the primary link between Kowloon and Hong Kong Island, long before the Cross Harbour Tunnel opened in 1972. Despite modern alternatives, it remains a beloved icon, offering a nostalgic glimpse into the city's past. If at Central, from Pier 7 you can catch a ferry every 6 to 12 minutes, and it will cost just $5 Hong Kong dollars. I always recommend the top deck, and don't be shy about running to get those window seats. The journey takes about 10 minutes and you'll cross one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, with stunning views of the Hong Kong skyline and Victoria Harbour. A spectacle whether you sail by day or night. A ride on the Star Ferry isn't just a crossing, it's a key Hong Kong experience. Tsim Sha Tsui is one of Hong Kong's most vibrant districts, sitting at the southern tip of the Kowloon Peninsula. It's known for its luxury hotels, cultural landmarks and amazing views of the Victoria Harbour. The Peninsula Hotel was opened in 1928 and is a symbol of Hong Kong's elegance. It offers luxury rooms, a fleet of green Rolls-Royce Phantoms and world-class dining, a true icon of old-world luxury. The waterfront promenade here offers some of the best views of Hong Kong Island, making it a must-see for visitors. If you're planning to take a junk boat ride across the harbour, be sure to book ahead. This was the queue. For fans of Hong Kong cinema, the Avenue of the Stars goes along the promenade. Modelled after Hollywood's Walk of Fame, it celebrates the city's renowned film industry. Tsim Sha Tsui is also home to major cultural institutions, like the Hong Kong Museum of Art, the Space Museum, and the Cultural Centre, as well as upscale shopping malls and fashion houses. The area is a hub for both culture and commerce.
So I'm at the Hong Kong Museum of Art. I was very excited to go and see a Impressionist exhibition for Renoir and Cézanne, and I made it all the way over on the Star Ferry to Kowloon side, only to find that it's closed on Thursdays, and this is a Thursday. So top tip, my friends, always check opening times of the attractions you're going to when travelling, rather than just assuming. Lesson learned.
So after I checked the opening times, I went the next day. The Hong Kong Museum of Art is just a 5-minute walk from the Star Ferry in Tsim Sha Tsui, housed in a very modern building with great views of Victoria Harbour. Like many world-class galleries, it boasts a rich permanent collection that includes Chinese antiquities, traditional paintings, calligraphy, and Hong Kong-specific works, including photographs and prints by local artists. The museum also hosts rotating exhibitions, and during my visit I was lucky enough to see a Renoir and Cézanne showcase. It's a culturally significant stop in Hong Kong, and you should set aside probably 1 to 2 hours to fully explore its halls. You can't really miss the ICC building, as it's the tallest skyscraper in the city, and like any impressive tall building, they have a viewing deck. Go to the Kowloon MTR station and navigate through the very expensive looking mall to get to the Sky 100 entrance. Once you have paid, you'll make your way through some Blade Runner-esque hallways up the express lift to the 100th floor. You have 360-degree views of the harbour, Hong Kong Island, the South China Sea, and out to new territories. Really breathtaking. It's open till 8:30 PM, so you can see the city at night, and it's a very different experience from the view from the peak. If you are watching this video in 2025 or the first half of 2026, the Sky 100 might be closed for renovation. But don't worry, I have a top tip. Go to the ICC building, but head to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, which is on the 102nd floor. Make your way to the lounge and bar, order your favourite frosty cold beverage, and enjoy the view. The Hong Kong Palace Museum is located in the West Kowloon Cultural District, officially opened on July 3rd, 2022 to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Hong Kong's handover from Britain to China. The museum showcases a remarkable collection of over 900 artefacts on loan from the Palace Museum in Beijing. Spanning 5,000 years of Chinese history, these treasures include gold and silverwares, ceramics, paintings, calligraphy, and crafted furniture, offering a comprehensive look at the rich cultural heritage of China. It's made up of 9 curated galleries presenting a wide range of Chinese art and culture, making it a must-visit destination for anyone with an interest in history and artistic traditions. This impressive structure is the M+ Gallery, located in the West Kowloon Cultural District, just a short walk from the Hong Kong Palace Museum and the iconic ICC building. Officially opened on November 12, 2021, M+ is one of the world's largest galleries dedicated to modern art. Its extensive collection spans the 20th and 21st centuries, featuring over 6,400 objects from Hong Kong, Greater China and beyond.
We've all got a drawer like this, don't we? Never thought it would be art though, but hey ho.
One of its highlights is the M+ SIG collection, considered one of the most comprehensive collections of contemporary Chinese art, covering works from 1972 to 2012. For me, M+ is a must-see destination in Hong Kong, though your experience will depend on how arty you feel. Temple Street Night Market is located in the Jordan district of Kowloon. Named after the nearby Tin Hau Temple, it has been a part of the area since the 1920s. Stretching over several blocks, the market offers a wide range of goods, including clothing, electronics, accessories and souvenirs. Beyond shopping, you may also find street performers, fortune tellers and Cantonese opera singers, adding to the lively, chaotic atmosphere. As for street food, I found the selection a bit underwhelming, with most stalls lacking the appeal I'd hoped for, so I decided to give it a pass. The market is busiest in the evening, typically between 6 PM to midnight, and the nearest MTR stations are Jordan, exit A, and Yau Ma Tei, exit C. And one word of warning, please be cautious when buying mains-powered electronics, as the quality is not always up to standard. The 10,000 Buddhas Monastery in Sha Tin is one of Hong Kong's holy sites, and a hike of about 430 steps lined with golden Buddhas, each one with a unique expression. It was built in the 1950s by a single devout monk, Yuet Kai. This place isn't actually a working monastery, no monks live here. Instead, it's a testament to one man's spiritual ambition and a whole lot of dedicated work.
So this climb's probably not for the faint-hearted. It's pretty steep, but really interesting though.
After a very steep climb, and there are resting spots on the way up, you'll finally make the ascent and you are greeted with a very beautiful temple and view. No cameras were allowed inside of the temple unfortunately, but I assure you there were more Buddhas. This isn't necessarily a must-see in Hong Kong, but I was really glad I went. Continuing along the path of the Buddha, Wong Tai Sin Temple stands as a captivating blend of the modern and the traditional, tucked right in the heart of the city. It's a spiritual crossroads embracing the principles of Taoism, Buddhism and Confucianism, a living Venn diagram of East Asian philosophy. The temple takes its name from Wong Tai Sin, an eminent monk turned deity, said to have achieved immortality through his righteous path. Here you'll find devotees deeply immersed in ritual, vigorously shaking bamboo fortune sticks in red canisters, their prayers rising with the incense in the air. The temple grounds are alive with ornate shrines and intricate carvings, each corner a testament to the sacred. You can wander into the Good Wish Garden, a tranquil haven of waterfalls, koi ponds and ornamental bridges. It's a place worth pausing, a welcome retreat from the city noise, and of course, it's free to enter. For my next excursion, I'm venturing up the Ngong Ping 360, which is a cable car ride on Lantau Island, which will take me to Ngong Ping village and to the iconic Big Buddha. However, the weather wasn't exactly the best for sightseeing. The cable car takes about 20 minutes and you land in Ngong Ping village, a purpose-built tourist hub. It feels like a theme park, complete with cafes, ice cream parlours, shops, and what I can only describe as Nintendo music in the background. After a short walk, you reach an impressive entrance to Po Lin Monastery and the 268 steps to the Big Buddha.
Time I came here, which was probably about 10 years ago, it was a glorious day. It was really beautiful and you could see the Buddha in all its glory. Today, not so much.
At the top, you can walk around the impressive statue, and there is a 3-storey exhibition hall within, although filming inside is off limits. With the weather worsening, I wrapped up my visit and I made my way back down.
So I think we can safely say that the weather today was not the best. We got any mountains or hills. Visibility has been really poor, and as you can see from this cable car that I'm now in, I can't see anything at all apart from the odd cable car coming out of the mist. It's got a glass floor as well, as you can see. I can see some of the tops of trees, but absolutely nothing.
Hopefully when you visit, you'll have a clearer day than me. From Central, you can board the MTR direct to Tung Chung Station, and the cable car to Ngong Ping village is right next door. If you feel like you're needing a break from the temples and the history, I would recommend going to Ocean Park, a marine-themed amusement park on the southern side of Hong Kong Island, just a quick MTR ride from Admiralty. It's part zoo, part carnival, with a mix of wildlife encounters and thrill rides. The first stop, pandas. The park has 2 panda enclosures, and while the one I spotted was doing its best impression of a sleepy pillow, the real stars of the show were Lily and Kiki, the Szechuan golden snub-nosed monkeys next door, a bit more lively and definitely more photogenic. Then this panda woke up, had a walk, and then went back to sleep. Of course, the big buzz right now is the 2 new panda cubs, still unnamed. They were napping, hanging oddly from tree branches, still looking very cute. Their mum, Ying Ying, was nearby, contently crunching bamboo. Honestly, I could have watched her all day. At the top, I wandered through the Arctic Adventure, which has some thrill rides, but I was keen to see the penguins, the seals, and this big show-off, Miru the walrus. I strolled through the rainforest exhibit, which has frogs, snakes and spiders, and then I ended up at Shark World, which was a major highlight for me. I then took the cable car back down. They did look a bit dated, but I had a pod all to myself. Ocean Park has 2 levels to it. There's it's basically on a hill, and at the top is most of the fairground attractions like roller coasters and things, but they also have quite a few animal exhibits. Like if you're into sharks, they're up there, penguins, sea lions, etc. But there's 2 ways you can get up. You can go in a cable car like this, or the Ocean Express. Now, I went on the Ocean Express. You might have seen it in this video. It wasn't most exciting, it was all dark and it was fine. But I'm doing the cable car back, and it's much better, it's really good. I had a quick walkthrough of old Hong Kong, not really much to see here, and I wrapped up my visit at the Grand Aquarium. It's a surprisingly immersive experience, genuinely worth your time if you appreciate seeing marine life. Overall, Ocean Park is a solid day out. A bit more thoughtful than your average zoo, with a good balance of conservation and entertainment. So I'm a big rugby fan, and I make a point of visiting Hong Kong most years for the Rugby Sevens, the biggest and wildest event on the Sevens calendar. It's a 3-day event of high energy action, crazy costumes and non-stop partying. A true rugby festival that's as much about the atmosphere as it is about the sport. The tournament has moved from the iconic Happy Valley to the ultra-modern Kai Tak Sports Park, a slick new venue that's perfect for the high-octane event. If you're looking for the heart of the madness, you've got to be in the South Stand, the epicenter of all the chaos, where the drinks flow, the costumes get crazier by the hour, and the energy is off the charts. Mark your calendar for late March or early April, because this is one weekend you don't want to miss. I spent a good amount of time in Hong Kong and I feel I know it fairly well. But what keeps drawing me back is the kindness of the people, the incredible food, the endless places to explore, and that iconic harbour view never gets old. Here are my top tips to know before you go. Entry requirements. Most nationalities can visit visa-free for 7 to 180 days, depending on your passport. There are no mandatory vaccinations, but it's a good idea to have your routine shots up to date. Best time to visit. October to December is ideal. It's cool, dry and perfect for city views. Avoid the typhoon season, which is from June to September, and if you are keen to visit for the Rugby Sevens, the end of March, the beginning of April is when it is usually on. Money matters. The local currency is Hong Kong dollars. Cashless payments are widely accepted, or you can grab an Octopus card, which you can use for your local transport, or you can use Alipay, WeChat Pay, or your credit card for convenience. Language. Cantonese is the main language, but English is widely understood in tourist areas, hotels and major businesses. You may occasionally struggle in taxis or very local restaurants. Getting around. The NTR is fast, efficient and covers most of the city. Buses, ferries and the iconic double-decker trams are great for scenic routes. An Octopus card makes commuting between sites much easier, and there's a tourist app you can download to your phone which you can top up while you are there. Taxis are common, but cash is preferred in them, and Uber is also widely used. Tours. There are many tours you could go on, but most places are easily accessible if you go alone, and you don't really need a tour guide. I suggest doing experiences such as a junk boat harbour ride, a food tour or a walking tour around an interesting area. Staying connected. Pick up a SIM card at any 7-Eleven or consider an eSIM for a hassle-free setup. Free Wi-Fi is common in public places. Shopping. For luxury brands, head to Tsim Sha Tsui and Central. For bargains, hit the street markets in Mongkok, and the electronics check out Sham Shin Po. Cultural etiquette. Tipping isn't expected, but can be appreciated in upscale places. And remember, stand to the right on escalators. Safety and health. Hong Kong is generally safe, but keep an eye on your belongings in crowded areas. Healthcare is excellent, but can be expensive, so make sure you have ample travel insurance. Local apps and tools. Download the MTR app for metro routes, OpenRice for restaurant reviews, and the Hong Kong Observatory app for real-time weather updates.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Tourist Route. I hope you enjoyed the journey and found some inspiration for your next trip. If you liked what you watched, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to share and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more travel adventures coming to this channel. For an extra dose of travel tips, helpful links and a deeper dive into all the destinations I've covered, head over to thetouristrute.com.